what do we have? Nifty down about 50. Is it down 50? I think rates will start to appear, 25,410. That's about a 0.25% lower at this point. Nifty Bank is also down to begin this session. And what do we have there? So, 0.12, 0.13% down on the Nifty Bank. Mid-cap index is 0.2% lower, and I think the small-cap index is lower as well, about a 0.25% coming through. So, it's a down start. Nifty Bank is blinking red and green. As Rohit pointed out earlier, Rohit Srivastav, that even after yesterday's sell-off, Nifty Bank remains comfortably above the 20-day. So is that the index to do the heavy lifting? I think the Nifty is also coming back into the green. And yeah, I mean, I think it's not bad. The rest of the market, the rest of the screen will come up. The Nifty heat map, how the 50 stocks are opening up. This is, of course, initial rates. But it's not a bad-looking screen. Infy, HCLTech, Wipro, TCS, I mean, those are literally the top 5 losers on the Nifty. On the other side, you've got Power Grid. I was talking about oil stocks, ONGC, NTPC, Titan, Eicher, Nestle, etc., which are starting on the upside. It's more up than down, 32 odd up and the rest lower, and about 22 points to show for it with about a minute gone into market open. Rima.
Looks like we preempted some of the fall yesterday with a sharp decline. So it's opened up flat, but IT is on the back foot. The Nifty IT index is opened with a cut of 1%. And even yesterday, Prashant, by the time we closed up, the Nifty IT index was in the red. So the start was good, but by the close of it, all the gains had evaporated. In terms of the big IT losers, large cap names, Infosys, Wipro, TCS, weak in trade, but mid-cap names like Persistent and Coforge are also taking a knock today. Both those mid-caps are down 1.5%. EPAM's guidance not encouraging, and the street doesn't like the fact that the AI investments are hurting the profitability, like we saw in the case of Endava. So IT continues to be the big drag. Some other names like FirstSource are now down nearly 2.5%. Other than IT, you have weakness coming through in UltraTech Cement, Bajaj Finance, Apollo Hospital. But here the losses are restricted to less than 0.5%, so not very meaningful. On the way up, it's the oil and gas beneficiaries of the ride in crude prices. So ONGC should come up for you on your screen. Oil India, not a part of the Nifty, but let's pull up Oil India. Some of these refining names like MRPL had a good session. Titan sees buying, that's up nearly 1%. Eicher Motors advanced. That is one of the picks that our technical experts was giving us. So Eicher Motors inching up. Power Grid, NTPC, also seeing some buying. Hindalco, SBI on the gainers list with about a 0.5% up move.
Well, that's right, Rima. The index that's struggling today is the tech index. That's down 1.2%. That's post EPAM's numbers overnight, and plenty of the stocks, they did see some kind of a sell-off. However, from the lows of the day of around 31,840, it's seen a bit of a bounce. The recent low of around 31,400 is extremely important. Let's tell you about a few stocks that's moving around. Apollo Pipes, I think that stock had started off well in the green. So that's one of the winners today. A promoter entity coming in there, say they want a bigger chunk of it. I think they bought close to 100% from the overmarket. The street liked it. The stock is up close to around 2%. You have CIE Automotive reacting to its numbers, reacting positively. So that stock as well opens up well in the green. What else? Centum Electronics, stock is up close to 7.5%, but volumes are not very, very large. So you can ignore that move for now unless it comes on larger volumes. On the flip side, Thyroke actually seeing some selling. It's down 5%. Volumes decent. 1.5 lakh shares traded in the first couple of minutes itself. So that stock has seen some selling pressure. Black Box is down close to around 4% as well. Netweb, a stock that's seen a big run this month as well as this week. That as well has come in for some profit taking, down close to around 4%. And Godfrey Phillips has been smoking hot. It's up more than 15% in this week. However, this morning, it's down close to around 4% or thereabouts. Par for the course, yesterday it appears the street was factoring in some kind of overnight action, which didn't take place. We'll have to wait by for the next few days. But at least the geopolitical issue continues to be top of mind for the time being, a flattish start. Prashant.
Nigel, thank you very much for that. That's the opening sort of screen and where things are as they open up. So 25,443, it's absolutely flat.